So I've almost finished the design and here it is completed. So can you see I've gone all the way around, lots of different texture, wax flower, great hyacinth, tay and mascari, moss, selection of foliage. I've got some twisted willow in there. I've embedded it all in the moss and now I'm adding the little quail eggs. So these are blown, they're so delicate. I do tend to smash a lot along the way, you see. But what you'll find when you get these in your kit is that they're blown, they've got a little hole. You see that little hole, where is it? Just here. And the wire that you'll have in your kit, what you're going to do is just place the wire through the hole and push it gently through the other end till it comes out like that. And then you want to make a little hook over the top, like so. You see that very well, a little hook, and then we're going to gently push that through so that that doesn't pop back out the other end. And then all I'm going to do is poke it through the moss and push it back through the other end and put it back in the moss. And I'm going to do that with a collection. I think it's really nice to group them together rather than just dot them round singularly. So nice, you know, in groups of 2 or 3 little clusters. So I'm just going to do clusters of 3 for this one. Poke them through the moss. Come across a stubborn branch. Be quite gentle with them. When I'm in a rush I can get quite tough and I do tend to break a few, so they are real and very gentle. So and you see the pretty gorgeous eggs. And there we have it. So I want it to be haphazard and chaotic and flowing and rustic and not too precise, which is exactly how it should be because nature isn't precise. I'm not precise. I want it to be wild and rugged, and I think we've achieved just that. And there's no right or wrong. And the danger is sometimes, oh, I've forgotten the pussy willow. So I'd started to add the pussy willow into it. Again, you'll have this in your kit, or if you're foraging for your own bits and pieces. Catkins work really well, beautiful, and they've got that gorgeous sort of dangly shape. I'm just putting these in at the end because they're quite big, and these will change as well. So these will get, the furry bits will get more furry the older that they get. These are fine to be out of water. They look really nice and just give it, they're just so tactile and lovely to touch. I really like using this, and I just think the pussy willow with the the quail eggs, it just sort of says, it screams spring and Easter. Let me see, I'm just poking that in like so. And it just makes it, I think, just gives it a different texture. I think that's a key thing for me in any of the work that I do, is using texture, because we don't want any one form because then it will just be boring. So we want to have lots of interest in there. So can you see I've added the quail eggs, the twisted willow, the pussy willow, and it's just all coming together. So I'm pretty happy with that, but what I tend to do is when I hold it, hang it on the door, I then tweak it. And I do that even before it goes out to a customer. I'll hang it up and see which bits need tweaking. But by its own form and nature, it will be not uniformed, and nor should it be. And these bulbs here, they'll grow, the flowers are going to come out, so it's going to change and evolve over time, which is why I think it's so beautiful. So last thing is your hook. So same if those of you who make the Christmas wreath with me, you turn it around and you find the metal frame using your fingers, like so. You see I found it, digging it around there. And then I just want to get a piece of stud wire, which is in your kit, and thread it through underneath the wire and bend it round like so. And then we're just making a little corkscrew at the top, so we're twisting 2 legs like so, going round and round 5 or 6 times until we've got our nice secure, you see, hook. And then I'm going to flip it round so that the sharp pointy bits go into the moss and give it one final twist. And there you have it, your hook, which is just there, can you see? And then if you want a bow, I think that they are nice without a bow. But if we want a bow, we can add one. And we can add one either in the middle coming down or at the top. That's entirely up to you. But I'm going to have a faff with this one, and I'm going to hang it on the door and I'll show you the finished result.